What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Real Life Entrepreneur Podcast. It's your boy Al. We're here tonight having an amazing time. You already know what this podcast is about. It's about me convincing people to either become an entrepreneur or stick to your 9 to 5, your corporate job. Either way, you can become successful. My job is just to introduce you to different people, different thought processes, and a different way to look at things so you can make an effective decision on whether you want to be an entrepreneur or if you need to stick to your job and can continue to build wealth that way. So tonight with me, I have met one of the most amazing people I've met in a very long time. And I want to introduce you guys to Tiffany Fong. And Tiffany is going to tell you a little bit about herself. How are you, Tiffany? Let's start with that.
I'm doing well.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good. I'm happy you're here.
Me too.
All right, good.
I think.
You think? No, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun one. So before we start getting into all the questions, right? Let's talk a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll start to talk a little bit about what you do for a living and all that good stuff.
Well, I am a proud mother of a 18-year-old son.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Yes, and I am an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I have had several businesses throughout my lifetime, but which have been good. Everything has been positive. But I did get into the private financing recently. But just to take it back a little bit about myself.
Yeah, let's do it.
I am Chinese Jamaican.
Okay.
I went to FIT in New York City for interior design, and I worked for a builder for about 8 years.
Okay.
And I've done multiple projects.
Yeah.
Designing them from ground up construction, and but I got really burnt out, and I moved back to Florida to be with family and everything. But I'm not into religion.
Yeah.
I'm a very spiritual person.
Okay. Tell us more about that part.
Yeah, I don't believe in it on all the indoctrination, and I believe that we should all be free thinkers. We're all here on this planet to learn and grow.
Okay.
And
do you believe in a higher power?
of course,
Okay. Who's that higher power?
you.
Well, I'm godly, but
You are the
Tell me
higher
more.
power.
okay.
In yourself, in your body. We are all fractals of God. So that's where we have to find our power within ourselves.
Okay.
It's not exterior. It's already here.
I would have never thought that we would have been going down the religious path right now.
I know, right away.
Right
Yeah,
away,
no,
like that's
sorry about
super
that.
Can we circle back? Can we end with this?
No.
We don't do like the
But
pastors do at church. They'll end with like
we're just getting warmed up.
All
We're
right,
just
good.
getting warmed up.
We're getting warm.
Yeah, so
Okay.
just that's just touching a little bit about myself.
Okay.
Yes, because actually Tiffany, the name Tiffany means,
The store, like you told me earlier.
yeah, right? Because I was trying to get you to remember my name.
Okay. I got you.
Your friend was calling me Jennifer all night, and I was like,
Stop it.
Tiffany, like Tiffany, the store. You should buy me something from there.
So you should actually tell them why we're here. We're actually out networking tonight.
Yes, we are.
In Fort Lauderdale.
At
I don't want
Salt
to call
7.
these. Why did you say where
oh
we
shit,
were?
was I not?
No, because they're not paying me to promote them.
No, we're not. But we're
out-
in
just say
Fort
we're out on the
Lauderdale
water.
on the water. It's gorgeous. You should be here. If you're
All right.
not, you should come.
Nice. Okay, good, right? But maybe you could tell us. So, do you network a lot?
Yeah, I used to before COVID, obviously. And then when I heard about this event, I was really excited to come back out into the scene because I love meeting and talking to people like you. And I'm a very outgoing person.
I see. We see. And we love it. It's super dope.
Yeah,
Not a lot
good.
of people are built like that. So.
No, I know. You shouldn't be afraid of yourself.
Right.
Right?
Okay, I like
Right?
that.
Because
I
that's
like
your
that.
true self that needs to come out.
For sure.
We just got to kind of grab them and pull them out of their comfort zones.
Okay.
So, this,
I like
these
that. I
kind
like
of places is what it's for, to break out of your shell.
Okay. Have you met anybody interesting here, or like? I mean, other than
you,
Right,
yes.
right.
A few interesting people. I met a guy that has an insurance company who. I mean, that's not interesting, so no. I mean, yes,
Jonathan
yes and
is
no.
not
Yeah,
interesting
no.
at all. And that's my guy, but it's all good.
Yeah, I've
all
met some
good.
interesting people, but yes,
Okay.
you've been the far most interesting because that's why I'm sitting here
Is
right
it because
now.
I'm a yachty?
Yes, man. Yes, you know we do them things.
Were you gonna do this thing?
Yeah,
Because you're giving
no.
away your age if you do that.
No, I wasn't. I
You
was.
just
I was
fist
right.
bump?
I was right here.
All
I was
right,
right
good.
here. No,
All right,
I
stay
wasn't.
here.
I don't know how
You
to.
were gonna do this.
I was not about to do that.
You were. I saw.
No,
you. I saw you.
don't give up my age.
I would never. I would never do that. I would
Don't
never
do it.
that. I would never do that. All right. So let's talk a little bit about how you got into the corporate finance world. Let's talk about that a little bit. How did you get into it? And then tell us what you. Because
I wanted to make some real money.
What's real money though? Because that's relative, right?
Real money is above $500,000 a year.
Okay.
That is
real
money.
money. That's real money.
Yes.
Okay.
So, well, basically, I got into this industry because a friend of mine, he's the owner of the company that I work for.
Okay.
He was investing in my cannabis business at the time. And when COVID happened, it kind of went downhill.
Okay.
And he was like, hey, come on board. Because, and it kind of went hand in hand because I went to school for interior design.
Yeah.
And I know a lot about.
Kind of understood that world.
Yeah, I do understand that world very much. And because I was a manager for a building company for contractors, so I know everything from ground up construction to the rooftops to landscaping and everything. So I'm like, y'all can't get over on me.
Right. Okay.
I already know the deal.
Yeah.
But it kind of worked hand in hand. And I've also done a few flips myself on the side,
Nice.
where I've bought and sold or flipped properties. So it kind of put me right back into that space that I was familiar with. And I do like the cannabis industry, but I handed it off to my sister to take care of.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, because she went to school for business and marketing and branding,
Right.
so she's good for that.
And so she'd be interested in creating and building a new brand, which is really dope. So,
exactly.
yeah.
So I realized that you got to stick with what you know.
Okay. So that's really dope. So you got back into this industry now.
Yes.
Now I want you to tell us specifically what does your company offer to people who are looking for the products and services that you offer.
So the name of our company is Vis Capital Venture. We're out of New York.
Okay.
We're on Park Ave in Manhattan. And
Fancy.
Yeah, baby. So we do a lot of private funding for commercial and residential properties.
Okay.
Like fix and flips, ground up construction, bridge loans. We do refis.
Okay.
But the bulk of our projects are mainly with big and large investors who are building like. We're usually doing projects between the $5 to $150 million range. Yeah.
So are you networking here to try to pick up? Like, are you approaching it from the
Yes,
sales
I'm
side?
trying to find some clients.
Because you got to get
Well,
so
actually, I'm trying to find some good pipelines. So a good group of people that can
Yeah.
just start funneling me some clients and things like that. So.
Okay, and do you pay those people, or you
Of course, I pay them.
Oh, you do.
Of course, because
You
that's how I
do.
keep them happy.
You gotta keep it happening. So
Yeah, they don't work for free.
No.
Who works for free? No one.
A story of
No
my
one
life.
works for free.
My life.
So you bring me clients, and I give you a percentage of whatever we close with those clients. Yes.
Okay, so that's dope. And is there? So I know, like, in the mortgage industry, it's a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
When it comes to like referrals and giving out all of that stuff. I'm assuming that maybe the rules are a little bit different for private lending.
Yeah, they can be a little different, right? I mean, but we treat everyone the same. Whatever clients you're bringing us, we do have like agreements that we would sign.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we'll break you off.
Break. I love how you keep it so real. Just we'll
don't worry, we break you off.
Break you off. All right, good.
Don't worry.
Okay, good. So how long have you been into the
A couple of years. Just 2 years,
okay.
yeah.
That's still good.
Yeah.
So that means you got right into this during COVID.
Yes, I did because my good friend that owns this company, he was my business partner with the cannabis company, and since that was starting to go downhill, and he knows that I'm really comfortable in real estate and all that, he was like, "Why don't you just come and work with me?" So now I'm a VP with him, and it's been great.
That VP check.
That VP, baby. That's how you gotta do it.
Okay. All right.
That's how bitches run things.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's what we doing.
That's what we do.
Okay. Yeah, I heard it's the world of the woman empowerment, right?
It is.
And it's crazy because this conversation could go so left based on some of the questions and commentary that I have, right?
I know.
But I'm going to try to keep it kind of PG and ask you what you think of this. So in the world of the woman empowerment, right? And there's all these women groups that don't allow men to join. It's this woman empowerment thing, right? And then if I put together a group and get a male empowerment thing going, then all of a sudden I'm
The
sexist.
women is mad.
So how do we like?
I don't
how do
like.
we
I don't like
navigate
all that division. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not. I'm not about the division. We are all one people. We all need to be working together.
For sure.
I don't like when they create all these groups and these. I mean, it's nice because it empowers people to want to work together. But we have to remember we are all one.
Right.
Right. And we all should be working together.
Okay.
I mean, I love the empowerment part, but I think a lot of women forget that there's a yin and a yang.
Okay.
Right? And we need both to make things work functionally, right?
Okay.
We do need men, and men need women.
Absolutely.
So even though I understand the dynamics of these groups, I ain't with that shit. Can we just all get together and vibe, man? Why we gotta, I'm the LGBTQ guy. I'm sensitive to all of that stuff, but
all the letters.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to offend nobody, but in all essence, we are all one.
Okay, I got you. I dig that. Let's transition a little bit into another question that literally just popped up in my head. It's gonna do that all night. It's all good.
Yeah, come on.
One of the questions that really popped up in my head is, as a businesswoman, myself, I run a few businesses myself. I find it extremely challenging to have a personal life, right? Just because I'm constantly working. I'm always doing this and that. What are some tips that you can give someone who is getting ready to start a business? You know that it's going to take everything out of them to really make it successful. But at times we know that we need to let our hair down. So my first question to you would be, what do you do to let your hair down? Like, what is the thing that is fun for you, that keeps you kind of motivated, but it's that getaway from work?
Oh my God, it's these type of events.
Really, the networking stuff,
it's
which
the networking
technically is
event.
work, though.
Yes, it's work, but it's fun. I mean,
Okay.
you're meeting great people. You're putting yourself, basically, you're letting yourself be vulnerable to meet all types of people
Right.
that you don't know, and a
That's
lot of
true.
people are very uncomfortable. But the key is to be uncomfortable, because if you're not uncomfortable, then you're not going to push yourself to the next level. Because
Okay.
a lot of people are so used to staying in their comfort zones.
Okay.
And that comfort zone doesn't get you anywhere.
Okay.
Right? So once you're uncomfortable, now you're like, wow, I can do this. I
Yeah.
can do more. And then you're actually growing. And
Okay.
you're growing. Right?
I see that.
Right. So always go for what's uncomfortable.
Ooh.
Yes,
Okay, that sounds like
because
a jewel. Okay.
Yeah, because it's going to develop you
Yeah.
to be better.
Okay. Okay, we get that. So I
I
kind of
mean, I don't even know what the question was. I don't. Did I
you
answer
definitely
the question?
did ramble a little bit, but you
Okay,
did.
I'm
You
sorry.
got you squeezed the answer thing, but it's all good. Like
I'm like, wait, did I answer the
nah,
question?
you're good. You're good. So now we're talking about, that's kind of what you do to kind of
Yes,
get away.
yes.
How many vacations do you take a year?
5.
Damn, 5.
Why not?
For how long?
Who ain't taking 5?
For how long? How long do you go on vacation for?
A week. A week to 10 days.
I gotta level up, bro. I'm doing something wrong.
You got to take a vacation every quarter of the year, minimum.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, every quarter. You
I
got to
like
celebrate
that.
the quarter, right?
Okay. Celebrate the quarter.
Yeah, celebrate
Yeah.
the quarter. Celebrate the season.
Okay, I like
Yes.
that. Let's talk about what motivates you. Like, what is your motivating factor? Like, what is that one thing where you get out of bed every day, you hustle, you grind, you get this bread, you provide for your family, you do everything. What is that one thing that motivates you?
Oh man, that's a really good question.
It's always
Because now I
great
know you're
questions.
making me think.
Of course.
Because if it's not a good question, I'm not gonna think.
Okay,
I'm just
good.
spitting shit out.
So
right?
basically, all the other conversation and questions that I've had were terrible questions, and this is the only good one.
This was a really good question. So what motivates me? I think about where I want to be.
You have to speak into the mic.
Sorry, I think about. As odd as this sounds,
Yeah.
right? I think about my old age,
Okay.
and
I'm
that's
sorry,
what
your what?
old age, like where I'm gonna be
Oh,
at 60.
right?
So that's what motivates
Because I thought you were
me.
saying old age as like right
no,
now.
right now, no. Okay.
No, Your old age. We got you. We got you.
Right, where I'm gonna be at 60.
Okay.
Right, and that's what motivates me because I want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
I want to be on a vacation all year round.
Okay.
By 50.
Okay. So are you working on having cash flow that's coming in where you don't have to work on it?
Oh, of course.
Or
Of course.
So are you gonna give us
Just
any free
passive
game?
income.
What can we do? Like passive income. Give me some tips.
For passive income?
Sure. Why not?
Oh, there's tons of ways to make
What
passive
do
incomes.
you do?
What do I
want?
do?
Yes, we trying to figure out. We
Oh,
wanna know
I've got.
From your
I mean, my
perspective.
passive income
Yeah.
is what I do now for a
Okay.
living, right? But Amazon stores
Okay.
and
wow.
crypto.
So you're into that. You're into crypto.
Yes, I hold a lot of coins.
What kind of coins you have? Give us
Ethereum.
You do. Okay.
Cardano.
Okay.
Anchor.
Okay.
I have a little
Did you
Bitcoin.
you missed the Bitcoin?
No, I got Bitcoin.
How
but
many do you have?
I bought when it was in the 20,000s.
Okay.
So I put like $5,000 in at that time.
Okay. That's
I don't know what that is right now, but I got some money
probably
in there.
about four times that amount. So they're at 50,000. I think,
yeah. I mean, my coins are good. I'm at like the 60,000.
Nice.
My original what I put in years ago was like just about $5,000.
Okay,
so
good.
I'm looking real
so
pretty.
you got in really early. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
That's
in
a really
early.
great come up for sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's been good. But I believe that is the future.
I think a lot of people would agree with you on that
Yes.
for sure.
I know, and it can be a little confusing right now for people because they're like, oh, it's not real. It's just like the stock market. The stock market is not real.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something that you're gambling.
Speculative.
Yeah,
It's
speculative,
oh
and you're
my
just
God,
playing
why did I
around with
mess
this
up
money.
that word, bro?
Speculative.
Speculative.
Yes.
All right, let's go. We're gonna go with the way you said it.
Yes.
Okay, good. Speculative. There you go. Kind of. Close.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
You forgot what you were gonna say.
I did. That's okay.
That's all right.
I can ramble if you want.
No.
Okay.
No rambling. No rambling. I remember earlier we were talking. Usually, I have guests when they come on the show. They will suggest a book to us.
Yes.
And I would love for you to tell us a little bit about the book, and then tell us the name of the book. If you know the author, tell us the author too. But
Okay. Well, the book that I recommend that every single soul on this planet should read is called The Law of One.
Okay.
By Ra.
Okay.
R-A.
R-A.
So this book was made back in the 80s.
Okay.
And it was basically it was a session done by a couple of people that were, how do I say it? They were
You know we can't read minds and we don't know.
I know. I'm trying.
Sorry.
Okay, so the book basically is about the book is called The Law of One,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically describing us as beings.
Okay.
And how we are all part of the Creator.
Okay.
And we are all just basically little. I'm trying to find the good words to say, but I'm just gonna fuck it all up, right?
All right. So don't fuck it up.
Right.
And let's just stick to this.
Yes.
Instead of having you give us excerpts from the book and telling us what the book about, we're gonna read the book.
Read the book.
Thank you.
Just go on YouTube or whatever, and you can get
the audiobook.
You can get an audiobook of it.
Okay.
I mean, the audiobook is not that great because you're not going to find a lot of shit on YouTube about it. But just Google The Law of One.
The Law of One. All right.
And that is going to change your entire mindset.
Okay.
And it's going to even teach, once you read that, you're going to look at people totally different.
Oh, wow.
You're going to do business totally different.
Okay. So then
you're going to come in with a warm, welcome heart with everyone because basically when I look at you, I'm only looking at the reflection of myself, living in a different version, having a different experience.
Okay.
Because we are all part of Source.
Right.
Just having our own experiences.
Okay.
Right?
That's deep. I feel like you're way deeper than I am. Because I'm kind of like up here on the shallow. You're like
we're all
deep.
the same. That's okay. But that's why we're here together, and and I can open you up and introduce you to something so you can dive a little deeper.
Okay, I got you, and I'm always open to learn new things. So
of course,
super dope. So now we're here. We've talked a little bit about some of the things you do, what you actually do for a living, and then we talked a little bit about just some
Wait, we didn't talk about what I do for a living.
You did.
We?
Well, we're actually gonna really get into it now. You just forgot we did. Right? But it's all good.
I'm like, did we do that?
We did. But what you can do is, if you would like, I want you to be a little bit more specific about what you do. So, for example, so this is the camera here.
Yes.
I want you to look in here, and I want you to actually tell the folks exactly what you do. So, hey, I lend people money. Tell us about the rates.
Hush.
You see what? Okay.
I got this.
All right,
so
go ahead,
I work. I'm a vice president at Vis Capital Venture. We're based out of New York, on Park Ave, and we do private funding for commercial, residential, real estate projects, anything from fix and flips to ground up construction, bridge loans, refinancing. We can come in as private equity lenders, and we basically start off in the $500,000 to over $150 million per project.
So now, say the name of your company one more time.
Vis, VIS, Capital Venture.
Okay. And if someone listening to this podcast is looking for some hard money lending, a loan, I'm assuming you probably do bridge loans.
Yes.
If you do all of those things and there's someone who's listening to this podcast,
they need to email me right now.
Fix and flips. So tell them what your email is. Go ahead and tell them how they can get in contact with you.
Yes, my contact is Tiffany, TIFFANY, at viscapitalventure.com, and they can check me out on viscapitalventure.com as well.
Okay. What about Instagram? You on Instagram?
I am, but I'm a lurker. I don't be on there like that.
Oh, you're not posting. All right, no. So
I'm on LinkedIn.
Okay, LinkedIn.
LinkedIn is what people should be using for business.
You'd be surprised.
And I'm Tiffany Fong, Fong, and I think that's it. Yeah.
All right, so
I'm simple. I'm plain and simple.
Yeah. No, it's
I'm
all
a
good.
plain Jane.
So what we'll do is we'll also make sure that we get Tiffany's information, and we'll make sure that we have it at the bottom of this podcast with all the links and all the ways that you can get in contact with her. And hopefully one day, since they make so much money, we could get them on as a sponsor, because they can sponsor our podcast.
We sure can.
The producer is actually telling me that we should push that right now and get you to commit. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that to you. But Tiffany, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, man. And one last thing.
Yes.
So, you know those people who go to, they're going on death row, and they say, hey, what's your last meal?
Oh, you want to ask me what my last meal is?
No.
Oh,
but what I want
it's
to do.
It's going to be ackee and saltfish.
Oh, I love that.
I know.
All right. That ain't for the podcast. So, instead of the last meal, I want you to leave everyone with a last word. What is your last word to everyone? Anything that you want to do. You could be a tip. You could be motivating someone. You could just link me, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to say, whatever advice. Maybe give us an advice that your mom gave you when you were coming up. Something, anything. Or tell us a joke.
Be true and honest to yourself only.
Facts. All right, there you have it, guys. Keep tuned with the Real Life Entrepreneur Podcast. We're here. Tiffany, thank you so much for joining us. We love the vibe, the energy, and hopefully it continues
Likewise.
outside of the podcast, right?
Likewise. Let's go get a drink.
Let's go get a drink.